When we discuss MBTI, it's very easy for every individual to understand what it means when they say I'm an INTJ or I'm an ESTP. However, we often don't realize that there is a lot more to MBTI than simply the four preferences. There is a great combination in the way in which these things interact. So let's look and see exactly how the 8 mental functions are demonstrated. And in this slideshow, we're going to particularly focus on sensing and intuition. So a sensing person is either extroverted or introverted. You'll need to look at your type to see which you are. An extroverted sensing person lives in the present. They're very aware of their present surroundings. They absorb information in the effect of experiences, especially as they can interact with things. They understand cause and effect very quickly. They're hands-on, experiential, and they are often sometimes seen as a show-off because they do like to experience learning, and they're very quick to think on their feet. Whereas an introverted sensing person tends to live in the past. They live inside themselves. They're detail oriented, and they tend to constantly look at and see how they have learned through their experiences. They seek security, they follow rules, and they tend to be very much always by the book kind of a person. Intuition. The extroverted intuitive person and the introverted intuitive person. An extroverted intuitive person tends to be creative driven. They're very interested in new ideas, new processes, new information, and they want to constantly add information to ideas and to experiences. And they get very bored by routine. In contrast, you have your introverted intuitive person who loves that big picture. They like to connect existing ideas, patterns, and they want to simplify ideas and information so that you get the very basics. So what does a sensing extroverted look like? If you're an extroverted sensor, you're going to be immediately aware of any kind of situation and facts. This means that you're going to be able to spontaneously experience everything around them. They watch the sunset, they see the clouds change color, they experience joy that comes from the taste of a steak or maybe their favorite food. They love the rush of going down the hill on a roller coaster or sledding for the first time. They are going to watch the news and they're going to absorb the information, and they may even be able to feel what the other people are feeling that are in the news. They're quick to recognize danger, and they are going to enjoy any kind of sporting event as they take it in very much in that present moment. A sensing introverted person is going to use awareness and sensory awareness of details. This means that they're going to very much enjoy traditions. They learn from mistakes. They're going to relive all of the experiences that they have through emotions and feelings. Maybe, for instance, the nervousness they felt on their first day on their job or the first time they touched their baby. They're going to do tasks very remotely or rotely and automatically without having to think much on how it needs to be done. And they're going to be able to tell stories, including all of the feelings and touch and senses that are involved. They're reminded of past experiences through smells and songs, and they're very quick to remember where they put things. They're also remembered to keep their promises. They're going to be able to take photographs within their minds. They're very able and very quickly able to see things immediately and experience things almost as if they were having a pause in the moment. The introversion or the extroverted intuition perceives options, possibilities, and connections. This means that they recognize patterns and they use these patterns to develop hypotheses and to test out what things really mean. They're very quick to make guesses, and their guesses are pretty much right on. They use examples and metaphors to illustrate what they mean, and they're going to be able to look past what someone is currently because they always have a vision of what people can be. They like to see the future. They imagine possibilities in everything. An intuition person who is introverted sees future outcomes and possibilities, and this particular kind of function means that they are able to use communication very well, and they're very well developed in their language skills. They always know that someone loves them, and if they don't know, or if they feel like they don't know, it's because they haven't had anything reciprocated, meaning if you gave a gesture or a phone call or you did something nice for someone and they didn't do it back, they will take it very personally. They understand the underlying meaning of any symbols and signs. They're quick to interpret dreams, and they like to work with hunches because they have this great vision of what the future should be, meaning that they're very goal-oriented. They enjoy the significance of fiction.